When we look at laying out a quality curriculum, we talked about last time how there's various perspectives. There's the K-12 perspective, the big picture. And as I mentioned last time, the root word of curriculum is a path to run in small steps. I love that. Just love that root word. And in a sense, as a teacher, I'm going to be laying out my path through the year. And I'm looking at how I orchestrate my units as I lay them out, as you can see here. So what we look at is there is unit 1 on big geography, peopling of the earth. I'm laying that August through early September and so forth. But there's also the big picture vertically. So if this is, for example, let's say it's a grade 9 class, what I'm looking for is not only grade 9, but what will be coming and what will and what is preceded this year. That the more I know and I'm able to see how my work is part of that big picture, that's really important. The first book I wrote on mapping was called Mapping the Big Picture. And that to me was often what was missing. And although a state ed department or a provincial headquarters or a national government can lay out a big picture, it isn't necessarily what's really happening in school. In other words, there's the proposed itinerary, and then there's what really happens on the trip. How many of you have had a trip plan and other things come along? Well, welcome to real life in school. But the guidelines said that our students would have it all, would all be reading on grade level by the end of grade 3. Well, that isn't how it works. And you also have some kids who move faster and some who struggled. So part of what we really want to do is, it's a planning tool, but it's a reality check. We really are looking at how we actually spend our time as we lay it out and what makes sense. So in looking at quality, we're looking at realism, and we're also looking to see that things connect. Let me give you a quick example of something I said the other day to a 6th grade teacher in math. He was lovely. We were having a great conversation. And I said, don't you have to agree? I said, would you agree with me? There's no such thing as 6th grade math. And he looked at me and then he started laughing. He said, I think I know what you mean. I said, that's right. It's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 K math. Students just don't suddenly walk into 6th grade and go, oh, this is a whole new shop. You are so dependent on what kids have done in previous years. So what this does when you're able to step back is you can lay out the plan of your year, but you can go up Periscope and see what's preceded and see what's coming. So as we look at these, here's where the rubber meets the road. I want you to notice that when we start, we have this first unit and then a second. Let's talk about this idea of the unit.